Well, Reading Partnership would initially meet a member at the employment advisor stage, and they'd have quite a detailed diagnostic interview with them, and some health issues or barriers to employment might arise. That would generate a referral to the clinical team. Each of our clinicians are registered with their own governing bodies, depending on what discipline they've come from, and we'd be able to provide a confidential interview with that person, and very often a different issue will arise from the one that might have been mentioned initially. I remember one case recently. A lady was referred for confidence building. In the clinical interview, it turned out that she was a victim of domestic abuse, and a range of opportunities really had been damaged psychologically, and she was virtually agoraphobic. She had a 5-year-old son who was obviously starting school, so this was a major issue for her. One of our psychotherapists engaged with her, and after a few sessions of informal but secure, confidential sort of counselling, they discovered that her real goal was to be able to walk her son to school. So that became the action plan, and it's just as simple as that. And we started, well, I didn't do this, the psychotherapist started by exploring this visually, just visualising and working through it mentally in the security of a confidential room, you know. And that took a little while, but after visualisation, she would then move on to visiting the person at their home and walking the route that they would have to take. And then after about 3 months of preparation, support, and a lot of other work going on, you know, in terms of emotional confidence building and self-esteem issues were addressed. The goal was achieved. The lady managed to walk her son to school on his first day. If I can give you an example of a 3-month review that I conducted yesterday. A gentleman had been through the health and wellbeing provision with one of our therapists for about 7 or 8 weeks, focusing on confidence issues. And in the 3-month review, I asked him, was that useful? Were you able to adopt anything from that and employ it to your advantage? And is there anything that we want to do further and re-engage? And he described how originally he was a freelance photographer, and he only bid for low-budget weddings. Now he finds himself bidding for absolutely every wedding that's going, footballers' weddings, big ceremonies in cathedrals, as well as the budget weddings to keep things ticking over. And he's very, very happy doing that. Prior to the confidence building course, he wouldn't even have considered that. And this obviously, I think, must give him a wider range of employment opportunities, even outside his field. So that's a confident gentleman, I think, that he's going to go places.